Alright everyone, hello and welcome to Valorant Challenges Oceania. I'm Atlas and I'll be taking you through the game today. We have Koopa Troopas and against Peace and Love. This is an upper bracket game, so the winner will move on to, I think, the quarterfinals, and the loser will go down to the lower bracket. I have no observer today, so I will be doing the observing in-game, which may or may not go very well. We'll have to see, but I'm excited to get into this. Both of these teams, I believe, were fairly dominant yesterday, and I believe it is also Peace and Love coming in at the higher seed. But this is, I believe, Peace and Love's map pick of Split. And we have Koopa Troopas starting on the defense, so we will see how they go. I'm going to do my best to work out these observer controls. Normally I have someone observing, but today I'm casting and observing, so we'll have to see. Anyways, opening map of Split. Looks like we're going to have an early group up in A from Peace and Love. Going to be slowly working their way forward. Water on this Phoenix here. Definitely an interesting pick on this map. Triple duelist, in fact. Barely even noticed that. Immediately walking into the trip, though. Water making his way out, Neon sliding into sight. Water finds the first and the second, taking down the defenders, Koopa Troopers, the sight escaping them, and now pushing all the way into CT. Doc just gonna see if he can claim this space and hold on to it. 3 members now, all the way pushed up in screens. This retake, though, is gonna be coming from the flank. It's going to be coming down ramps as August has cleared out all the space and should know that no one's in heaven either. All players towards screens. A good smoke to give them the cover to get back into the site. See if there's any flashes available. Yeah, Water holding one out now. It's going to come around the corner. August takes him down though, but Doctor spamming from screens takes down 3 and will secure the round. Last one going the way of Peace and Love. Well played there, and I mean, let's talk about compositions here, right? I mean, I was barely paying attention in the map select because I was getting all the stream stuff up and running, but there's 3 duels on this team. This is a mega aggressive comp for Split. Whereas on the other side, I have a bit more balance, Double Initiator, Breach and Fade, Omen, Cypher, and Raze. Bit more normality, no Vipers in play, interestingly enough. We'll have to see how that ends up going. Both teams opting to go for Viper instead, and some early proactive clearing of A main, but we've seen this before. Peace and Love happy to just sort of sit and wait, and now they're chasing down the side anchor. Not smoking off heaven just yet, but no matter for Doctor turning around, claims the kill. Reslied as well, also getting one with the paint shells. The site definitely in the grasp of Peace and Love. And they're once again going all the way into CT, spraying in. 2 players here in screen, so it's a dangerous move. We'll see them stay back just for now. Now pushing forward once again. 2 players here, finds the first, and well, lazy, maybe a little bit lazy with checking his corners there. Didn't quite spot Art, but Reslied, well, he gets the trade. They will get their eco around there against the pistols, so no matter there, no problems at all. They will bring in 4 weapons into this round. Lazy the only one going down, so he's gonna have a classic. Otherwise, not a terrible comp, and I mean, with the pace that these guys are going to be playing at, I imagine they are all good to be using these SMGs. I mean, if anything, the ability to run and gun will probably help them out. Once again, we're seeing here Peace and Love just happy to wait in A main, not contesting anywhere else in the map, just waiting to see if there's any early info gathering. None will come this time, so 2 Omen smokes out. Interesting use here to claim this early space and get that orb onto Water. Looks like they're ready to go fast here as well. This is just a bonus. The run it back denied, but they are making their way onto site. Doctor potentially ready to go into screens again, and well, Lazy's found one on ramps. It's a good kill to pick up, especially with that stinger. There's 4 players here though, all ready to retake. Not seeing anything else anywhere else on the map. All of them have arrived, but well, would you look at this? They're fighting all the way into CT. Great fault line to keep them slowed down for just a little bit, but Doctor's not slowing down, but has the util out. Art takes down 2. This should be a fairly clean retake from here against these SMGs. And yeah, Art will find 3 on the round, bringing down Binjo. And I mean, it's a little bit expensive losing 3 players. I'm sure that Peace and Love will be happy with that bonus round. Taking down 3 rifles, and now going into the round 4, they'll be buying up, and I'm sure they'll be just fine with that. Yeah, not really bailing them out there in the retake. A great stun from Brocky, but, you know, anything to keep them going. I'm sure they'll be happy just to get that first round on the board. And even though Split does tend to lean defender-sided, when you're up against this many duelists, you know, wouldn't be surprised if we see quite a few attacking rounds here for Peace and Love. Once again, though, early towards A main, smoking themselves off. It's definitely an interesting use of the dark covers, not really having any for sight, but almost using them like cyber cages on the Cypher if you were playing that role in this map. This time choosing to go up into Raptors though, claiming the space on ramp, and Lazy once again finding an opener onto Brocky. He's TPing forward, and now Slide satcheling up into heaven. Art takes him down, no smoke to hide him. Lazy's found another one though, having TP'd up, and a bit of a bait and switch as Doctor comes forward for the trade. 2 found in return though, this is down to a 2v2. Now with that neural theft position should be known. August pushing forward, and Benjo just caught out in the open. It's all down to water. The plant is for him. Can't spam from heaven. No smokes though, so his position should be known. And Neuer clearing forward. Low HP, gets taken down by 1 body shot. Down to the 1v1. Flash is available. Flashes around. Knows that no one's on the spike. Takes out the hot hands. He should know that August can't be on the spike. Takes a bit of damage as well, and now the time's ticking. There's not much time here. Tap on. Yeah, and Water knows he's won this. August, no chance but to try and get out alive, but that bomb's going to explode, and I don't think he will. Yeah, August falls to the spike, and a great clutch from Water. 1v2. They will make sure that the defense does not run away with too many rounds here. Peace and Love with a great attack aside so far. Fairly simple game plan, but it has proven to be effective thus far. 3 rounds so far, and well, it looks like for once we're going to be seeing a pivot all the way over to the B side, and you can see the conditioning in action here. There's 4 players from the Koopa Troopers stacked on A, and just the Cypher to contest, and well, if I was to guess, the pace that these guys are playing at, Peace and Love, they're going to run him right down, and yeah, he's going to hail this, and Noi's going to call for some rotates, and you can see on the minimap, they're all running. They will have the right call, but the bomb will go down. It's going to be up to Peace and Love to choose their post-plant positions. And of course, it's pushing forward. Water jumping out of the smoke right into CT. Brocky has the stun out, but Doc just sliding past with the ultimate. Takes down 2, the laser fingers. More than enough. And now he continues forward, getting a little top up from the sky. But yeah, I mean, this was just against an eco at the end of the day, so no trouble at all. Cleanly converted round. 3 still alive. Peace and Love really running over the Koopa Troopers here, jumping on them and sending them flying. This is what we wanted to see from the squad, and well, Doctor has really been cooking them so far. Now going into round 6. Be looking to Koopa Troopers to see if they can have a response to this. No stacks this time, but still quite a passive setup on B. You can see for once it's not just a group up. It's going to be pressure across the map here. You can see Slide taking out one of those trips. It's a good start, and well, Koopa Troopers haven't really fallen for anything. There's still a majority of players towards A. Now with the Seekers out though, potentially thinking about what they might be doing. Lazy's found one on the lurk though, does eventually get traded. Now the bomb's going towards B site. They have made the right rotation. There is 3 players here. Benjo fighting forward. Maybe going to be playing a fairly more standard retake here. Ultimate's out though, and well, Slide completely blind up, pops the showstopper, doesn't find any. The Nightfall from Fade, keeping them all deafened, not able to hear a thing, as this should allow the retake to come in, but Doctor sliding up from mid. What a beautiful stun. Takes out 2 in heaven. Now Slide pushing forward. The call is being to fight. Doctor rounding up the back. Well, gets taken down by Brocky, but the round is more than converted at this point. It's all down to Brocky. The time is ticking on the bomb. 33 HP. Picks up one. Flash around the side, though, and that wide swing won't give him anything. Binjo will take him down. Fifth round now for Peace and Love. No answer found yet. This aggressive playstyle from Peace and Love really proven to be a bit of a tricky one for Koopa Troopers. You gotta be wondering, maybe the coach is thinking to call a timeout. Not too sure if they have one actually, but even amongst the players, I would definitely be thinking about it. Take a breather and, well, now that they are down to an eco buy, just the sheriff this round, the call will be to aggress mid. All four players walking down slowly. No one will be here, so they will just be able to get all the space in, and this could be a fast flank. There is no sentinel here. All these players could prove to be a big danger factor in this round, but it is just August, the only one who's chosen to go down B main. Should know that the players are there on the site taking it. However, Slide though has pushed all the way up into heaven. Doctor by his side, pushing forward. Yeah, takes down a second. Now all three retakers coming from different areas of the map. We look into August and see if he can find any, but I think Peace and Love might be aware to the flank. No one spotted him just yet, and he's made his way onto the site. But his teammates, they're falling, and Water is holding for it. It's all down to Art. 1v5, just a sheriff. Definitely not a chance in the world, and Slide takes him down. Another round for Peace and Love, 6-1 now. Now the guns will come back out. Oh, and here's the timeout I was talking about. Waiting for the gun round. And this is definitely a pivotal one. Like I was saying, this split, people do know it as a defender-sided map, but the pace that Peace and Love are playing at is definitely caught Koopa Troopers off guard, and, well, we'll be looking to them to see what they can make of this. Don't want to let it run too far away. Like I was saying, with 3 duelists, you can expect to lose a few, but you can't let it get too much of a gap because, well, closing anything larger than a, 8-4 or 9-3 becomes extremely difficult, shall we say. And it's not like Koopa Troopers have a double duelist themselves. They have a double initiator comp, which is not as, maybe a little bit more attacker-sided than a, the traditional Viper Omen comps that tend to, flourish on the defense. They have a bit of balance between them. I'm just yapping at this point, though. I definitely want to see this get a little bit closer, though. And we'll see what Koopa Troopers' adjustment is. If they want to bring the fight all the way to Peace and Love, or maybe see if they can absorb some of this aggression. This round, though, looks like we're going to be looking to mid for the first time, as Peace and Love hop on the run it back. Water is going to be running in, taking this control. Skydog to lead him in, the Trailblazer. Give him pretty much all of Heaven control and jumping out. Doesn't quite spot one. Not that it matters, though, because 2 members have run all the way through and now find themselves in Heaven, spotted by the Cypher Cam. Despite that, it's actually Brock who's gotten a kill, flanking out of B main, taking that space aggressively, and the Slide sticking around mid. He's managed to eventually find the trade. Not ready for Brocky, though. Now you gotta be wondering, where's the spike going? Since Suez should be making its way towards the site. Lazy has gotten a lot of the space, and I think the defense can smell it. Koopa Troopers should be looking to take this up 4-3 now in the round. AZ spamming through, but August ends up getting the better of him, and now Rolling Thunder is going to be invested. Water gets taken down, and now on the 1v4, it's all down to Doctor. He's been really good so far, but too many angles to check. The bomb wasn't even planted for him. Definitely not a chance. And it's good from Koopa Troopers. Finally getting up on the second round, 2-6 now, and a good adjustment. You saw they pushed out of B, managed to, catch Binjo off by flanking out through B lobby. And good stuff overall. They will find themselves with a second. No problems at all for peace and love. Still plenty of money in the bank. Still all guns up. I'm sure they'll be getting right back into things. This time gathered outside of B main. We'll see if they choose to go back to their pace. 5 people running it down. The players on site should hear this, and potentially some rotates coming through. 2 trips in their way though. We'll see how they choose to clear it. Showstopper out. Slide bouncing in. Won't find any. Noir though takes him down actually, despite being one-wayed. 2 find back, but 2 found in return though. Water and Lazy carrying the team onto the side, taking down the defenders. Now it's a 2v4 retake, and Doctor maybe not ready for the flank. And only 1 revealed as well, so gonna see what the response is here. 2 players here on the retake. And Koopa Troopas, well, they need this round if they want any chance in making this half a little bit closer, and Showstopper popped. Bouncing forward, spots out 1, gets the kill. Water's found Brocky now, so down to the 1v2. And the shot would have been heard now, trying to get half onto the bomb. Water just waiting patiently. Now the fake defuse. He's looking the wrong direction, and Water secures the round. The clutch not able to be gained by Brock. And Water will eventually fall to the bomb, but they're going to be happy with that, I'm sure. Making sure that Koopa Troopers will not get 2 rounds in a row. Keeping them down in their place. Good response there. Maybe a little bit close for comfort as well, being up in numbers and still managing to get it all the way down to a 1v1. It's well played from Brock, but it's not quite enough to bring them over the line. So once again, we go into the round and it's 5 people fast here. Water popping the run it back, running straight into the trip. Oh, might not have actually gotten it. I think he just got spammed through the one-way. And yeah, really no respect shown at all. Art has taken 1 down. Slide falling fast on the site. Now the site is being overrun. Defenders all ready for this. They are waiting. The bomb is not going to go down just yet. Noia wrapping around pillar. Looking to make his mark here. As he's running straight into Binjo. Doesn't win the fight, unfortunately. And while the bomb's still not down and the retakers are here, Water and Binjo fighting together hand in hand, making sure to play off each other. And Brock, he's been spotted now, so now the double swing comes out and Water and Binjo get it done, claiming all the kills. And despite the numbers being there on the site from Koopa Troopers, it's really just peace and love, able to get these trades. And yeah, they're really just happy to fight you. I mean, what can I say? They have 3 duelists. If there's anything that they're good at, it's fighting. And fight they do. Absolutely overwhelming the site. And well, now you gotta look at the buys, and it's a bit of a rough one. Still 2 more rounds left in this half. Best that Koopa Troopers can hope for is an 8-4. But with this buy, they're kind of half investing into this. If they lose this one, it might not be looking too good for them. See what Brock can do. These 2 smokes have come out, and every time that they have seen this, it has been a fast A hit, and you can already see Brocky is slowly coming over on the map. Brock, though, pushing out of the smoke, has found 1 with the Sheriff. A good start, but now the Neon Ult taking them down. The rifles on site, though, have been good. It's down to a 2v3. They have actually won the fight. It's all down to Doctor. It's going to be pushing forward. It's August. It's going to be taken down. The laser finger's too much for him to deal with. It's now straight into screens. Doctor not showing any signs of slowing down. He's going to make the most of this ult. Is he ready for 1? Coming down ramps. He is not. Noia takes him out. Clean Sheriff shot on the running target. It's all down to Binjo. 1v2 here. This would be a big round for Koopa Troopers. They didn't invest into it fully. They did have 3 Sheriffs, I believe, but they're making it work. Noia slowly creeping forward now, and he does get the shot. 2 beautiful shots on the round for Noia. Binjo unable to convert. We'll see if it was a thrifty. Maybe not quite. They did have 2 Vandals, but a good round to get, because if they hadn't won that one, moving into the last round and a half, probably wouldn't have had a great buy. And yeah, you can see that August still having to go down to the light shields. Maybe we might get Noia to drop him a gun. So yeah, well, it's a good response finally from Koopa Troopers. It's always the eco rounds, the half buys, come out of nowhere, catch you off guard. Or maybe just for once, it's just the fights going in the way of the Koopa Troopers. And also just maybe reading into that, initial play on the A site that they saw so many times at the beginning of the half. This round though, it's going to be fast into Mail. Good paranoia to hold them back for just a moment as Art is going to be forced off this angle. And Slide running them down, satcheling in into the smoke, and well, Brocky's waiting. Now Art on the side, blinded up completely. Water jumps down and takes him out. Traded by Neuer though. These trips aren't going to hold them back for too long. Neuer does manage to find the first, and the second trip unfortunately won't keep him alive as Doc just sliding in, doesn't care at all, takes him down, but now he's fully deafened in a 1v3. Is he aware of the flank? The bullets have come out and Brock has found him. 8-4 at the half. A resurgence in the final hours from Koopa Troopers going into their defensive half, or offensive half now. Just putting a few rounds on the board. And of course, they did lose the pistol, so maybe not as bad as things seem to be. Managing to get those 4 gun rounds. Should be just enough here to make things competitive. We'll have to see what sort of protocols they have on attack. And see how they can deal with this comp on the defense. I mean, it's 3 duelists, so you gotta be expecting a lot of aggression, and you can kind of see that on the mini-map. There's 5 players on A site, and, well, just 1 Neuer and waiting in A main. So, see what he can do. It'll just be him waiting here. So they slowly walk out, actually not playing with too much pace, and the Cybercam will spot one. Actually, tempered aggression here as they decide to fall back and potentially re-aggress mid here. 3 players up in vents, and a flash out catches onto the whole team as Water peeks out and finds 2. Slide 1 with the paint shells, and this has gone horribly well for the Koopa Troopers. I was just talking about how they were going to need this pistol round. If they wanted any chance to get back into this, they'd have to win a 2v4. And even then, still a long road ahead. First shots connecting, but not quite finding the kill, and, well, Doc just sliding in. Ends up taking them all down, and, well, another pistol. 2 in the series now for Peace and Love. Should be looking to take this series as fast as they can. Speeding in with that comp. I mean, Doctor has been absolutely incredible on the Neon so far. See what he can do. Feels like they just can't really shut him down. I mean, he just runs in and gets 2, gets 3, pops the overdrive, gets another few. It's been going absolutely ballistic so far. We see this comp from Peace and Love, happy to fight once again, walking down mid. It's only going to be Slide here, and he's got a judge, and plenty of players going into him, and they don't have the strongest weapons of all time, and jumping out finds 2, and the Ghost runs out of bullets, so he pulls out the classic, but the reload ends up coming out just in time as Brock takes him down, spraying into the smoke with the Stinger.
1 enemy remaining.
Brock will end up getting the kill with the judge. Bit of a wild one. The pistols finding some damage, but maybe not quite enough as, well, Binjo will find Neuer. Got a little bit lost there, but yeah. I mean, a clean enough eco round going into the bonus. They will have the judge still. I'm sure Rizlide will make a good use of it. And yeah, I mean, not the greatest bonus buy of all time, but I mean, with how these players have been playing, I mean, they're probably happy to take the fight straight to him, and on Split, where there's so many close quarters fights, these weapons could do just fine. Lazy will be the first point of contact, maybe sensing that there's a few there and deciding to fall back. Just leave it all down to a Slide up in ramps with the judge, hoping that they might push it into him. I'm sure he would love nothing more. And his dream might come to fruition as, well, there's a bunch of players here, and we can see that these cages from the Cypher will let them walk up as Brock is going to be the first to arrive. The judge doesn't take him down, but the sheriff will. Now the paint shells looking for some chip damage, and he's picked up a Vandal upgraded from the judge. Slide is looking to maybe fight a little bit more, maybe just get out. Does escape with his life, and, well, it's a 1-for-1 down in ramps. Now we see Lazy getting a little bit proactive here. He's peeking through the smoke, gets one! How on earth has he done that? Art will secure the trade though, and, well, a lot has been seen. Slide, unable to find any on Heaven. Now we look to Koopa Troopers. Do they feel like they've gotten all the site anchors? They have killed 3, but there is Doctor waiting on the site. If they choose to contact into him, this could be dangerous, but Doctor's looking the wrong way. Finally turns at just the right moment, takes down August. Now sliding out through the screens with the stinger. The run and gun action, like I said, just always seems to work out. Now Water in the 1v1 will make his way over to the site. Art will go down with a few seconds left, and, well, Art, he's got the superior firepower. So Water might have managed to pick up a Vandal. He's playing inside his dark cover here in the 1v1. This is a necessary one. Great hot hands will deal a good amount of damage here. So now Water jumping down from Heaven. Great curveball round the corner. Will catch on, but the paranoia in response. Everyone's blind. No one can see. Tap onto the spike though, and Art doesn't know if he's sticking. He's not. Water is looking for this fight, and, well, he finds it, but Art will win it. Taking the fight straight to him. Art wins the 1v1. A great effort there to eventually convert the round, but that was just a bonus round for Peace and Love. They're going to be absolutely okay with that. I mean, they took out 4 rifles. You can see that Koopa Troopers, they know that they need to get a few more rounds on the board, so they're going to be forcing straight back into this. Whereas on the side of Peace and Love, well, they'll have rifles across the board. More than happy to do that with the money they saved in the bonus. So now we go into round 16. Art, after that heroic clutch, is just going to be playing this bomb, and, well, big fight now here in mid. Will be Doctor and Water winning out, finding August and Brock. And they're going to be going all the way down, pushing forward, up in the tempo. And Koopa Troopers have no choice but to just sit and wait. Noya has found one. He's going to fall back now, just for Slide, the only one left at mid. Left among the bodies, and he's still chasing. He's still hungry. He peeks into 2, though. Maybe a little bit overeager to convert. Now back down to a 3v3. This was an early advantage for Peace and Love, having those 2 kills at mid. It was a 5v3, but now those aggressors looked for just a bit too much, and eventually both taken down right next to each other. Given enough time here, Koopa Troopers should regroup and reconsider their plan. Looks like it might be towards A, and, well, they've guessed the right site. There's only one player here, but it is Doctor. Doctor's been going absolutely insane here. He should see the smokes, and the rotates should come in, but the bomb definitely should go down. Doctor's just going to look to contain here, make sure no one's going up ramps. As I say that, the relay bolts come out, and, well, maybe actually looking to fight here. The run it back has been taken down, and down to a 2v2 here. Doctor looking to slide in, looking to make his mark. There's 2 players both in sight, and they should know this. Noya first to be spotted and actually manages to win the fight. Art as well. Both of them taking their 1s, converting it as well. And this is the first time we're seeing Koopa Troopers really fighting back into this. And maybe potentially exposing the flaws in Peace and Love's comp. We knew that they'd be good on offense with 3 duelists, but the real question is, how do they defend split? I was expecting to see a little bit more aggression perhaps, and, well, it did work out early for them getting those first 2 kills, but maybe a little bit too aggressive, and the round ends up falling out of their grasp. Now just down to an eco buy. Just the slow default here, making sure that they're not running into any aggressive stacks. Just leaving Noya all the way over on A, Cypher setup, just to control ramps, and knows that no one's pushed forward. The rest of the team should have heard that there was a little bit of utility used towards mid, a little bit invested early. So they're definitely avoiding it for now, but there is no one there. 3 players instead towards the B site. You can definitely tell they're a little bit antsy as, well, now some of this util's come out, and Now they're sure that they're sticking around, and you can see Water with the curveball in hand, deciding when he wants to use it, and well, still plenty of time on the clock should Koopa Troopers want to reconsider off of that dark cover. Yeah, they decide they don't want any of that, and they're making their way all the way back over to A. Noya potentially making the call that he didn't see anyone towards ramps, and well, that would be correct. There's absolutely no one nearby, no one in tower, no one on site, no one in screens. And it looks like no one's even realized that the site hit is coming, as the bomb's gonna go down, and only now the rotate's coming out. This time it's Brock, the one to be aggressive, the one to push forward into screens to see if he can catch someone off guard, but this would be a weapon donated if he gets taken down as Binjo, sorry, it's the first to make his mark, and now Doctor with the overdrive. This is dangerous. 4v5 now, players on site, and Doctor sliding forward is going to see if he can find one. He won't, but his teammates will, as suddenly it's all down to Noya. Will end up finding the first through the spam, but is he ready for the one coming up ramps? Doctor behind him, he fills out 3 just through the spam, but too many players and he gets overwhelmed. It'll actually be Lazy who ends up getting the trade, and well, enough was done there that that sort of half by round does get converted by Peace and Love. Definitely an unexpected moment there, and you maybe got to look to Brock and question why he was pushing forward, donating that gun, and giving Peace and Love a way back into that round. Good use of the ultimates though, as like I said, Doctor's been able to use that overdrive extremely well to, you know, pick up these kills and really bring the fight to them. Now just 1 point away from match point. Be looking to get that as soon as possible, and that's a good start. Water taking them down, and the showstopper popped as well. They're going all the way forward. Art, a nice headshot with the Sheriff. Will take down Reslide, and well, Water's not having any of it. Maybe learning from the past mistakes that you don't need to push just that much. They still maintain the numbers advantage as well, the bomb's going towards A, but Lazy could potentially catch off Art here. Art's got the bomb, so he's not careful. Yeah, Lazy definitely heard that. He would have heard that rope connect, and he's going to be fast on the flank. The bomb eventually making its way over. But the retakers, the defenders, they're right here and ready, waiting behind the dark cover, waiting for it to fade, waiting for something to be heard on site. And as soon as that happens, I'm sure the switch will be flicked and they'll be ready to go. Noya has found Lazy though, and Doctor, like I said, popping out at just the right moment, taking down Noya. So now, well, flank has been spotted, and oh, Doctor maybe just whiffing the movement just a bit. Art takes him out with a Sheriff, and suddenly it's all down to Water. Potentially another eco round in response, and the bomb is going towards the B side. Water's made the correct read. Actually, no, he hasn't. Maybe a split decision. No, he's going back towards A. Everyone a little bit indecisive here. 2 players, both of these are low. Both would fall to 1 bullet as Water takes them down. 2 body shots, 2 kills. Low HP, not going the way of Koopa Troopers. That's match point secured for Peace and Love. Water coming up huge with the clutch in the 1v2. Maybe a little bit of indecision killing the cat. I don't think that's what the saying is. It's curiosity killed the cat. Wrong saying. But still, the indecision. They would have been just fine if he went over to B, but you know, can't choose right every time, and well, a good spray from Water will secure that, bring them up to match point. It's now 12-6. Still a long road ahead for Koopa Troopers if they want to bring this one back.
Face your fear.
So now the showstopper is brought out, flying onto site. No one in response. 2 players though, all grouped up in CT, and Brock once again happy to fight forward. This time though, he's going to meet a lot of resistance, going to push him all the way back, does get taken down. Now it's Reslide flying forward, taking down the spike on site. This is going the way of Peace and Love, and it's all down to Art. And he will not be able to do it. Split goes the way of Peace and Love, 6-13. The 3 duelists able to bring them over the line. And going into their map pick, they will have a 1 map buffer. So I'm sure Peace and Love are going to be feeling good about that. Doctor and Water going absolutely crazy, topping the scoreboard. Saw a good performance from Art and Noya as well, but maybe just a few of those players lower down on the scoreboard not able to find as much impact. And the scoreline kind of shows it as well. 6-13, very dominant from Peace and Love. Anyways, we're going to be going to a map break for now as, well, we'll be back soon for map 2, which I believe is Bind, which is Peace and Love's map pick, as I said. So we'll be back soon, 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll see you all then. Alright everyone, welcome back to Valorant Challenges Oceania. It's Koopa Troopas versus Peace and Love. I'm Atlas, your caster, observer, and all-around producer for today. And, well, we've just come off of a pretty crazy map 1, where we've seen Peace and Love with a pretty crazy triple duelist comp on Split take the map 13-6, and now we're moving on to Bind, which is their map pick, and, well, looking at this agent select, it's gonna be pretty similar gameplay here. The same 3 players, Water, Slider, and Doctor, all hover in the duelist, 2 of them locked in, and I imagine Doctor's gonna be locked in just a second. I believe they have actually subbed a player out, Issa coming in, and still lazy on the smokes. And we'll be looking to Koopa Troopers, playing a more traditional comp here, playing the Viper Brim, pretty standard stuff for Bind. Raise as well, and 2 initiators, which is a little bit interesting, you know. Definitely don't see Fade so much we don't see Fade as much these days, and well, Gecko's definitely working his way into the meta. On the other side of things, we're seeing Issa on the sky, an older initiator pick, but still solid all the same for those familiar players. Jimmy Koopa Troopers starting on the defense once again. And we'll see if they can deal with Peace and Love's, well, quite frankly, very aggressive comp on the offense on Bind. See what they've learnt from map 1 of Split, and of course, being a different map, this should play out somewhat differently. We'll have to see. We are in the game, ready for this pistol round. We'll be looking to Peace and Love and see what they have to offer this time. Doctor the Neon main himself is going absolutely insane on map 1, alongside Water on the Phoenix. And this time, well, they're going to be bringing that same pace. But this time they're going into 3 players here, so this is going to be quite the brawl here on Long. The Dizzy taken out, and Water will find the first blood, and Doctor sliding around. Art takes out 4! How on earth has he done this? Slide around the back, coming in from Hookah. Will eventually get the trade, gets the orb as well, gets the spike, and now down to a 1v2. He would need to get 4 of his own if he wants to convert this, and, well, there's 1 in spawn and 1 in the flank, so they have him contained here. You have to wonder what his decision is here. The TP was open, so he could have made that decision, but instead choosing to just wait for now. Sitting on site, biding his time, seeing if anyone will peek him. Koopa Troopers, though, aren't going to give him anything, and, well, he's highlighting it. He's just holding for now, holding his ground. So it'll be a massive 1v2, 1v4 actually, all things considered, if he converts this. Just taking a little bit of a gander around for now. Spike is eventually going to go down, and,
30 seconds
well,
left.
that noise should be heard, and you can see the immediate reaction. The flank coming in quickly. And the horn, well, does actually miss, so possibly an opportunity to slowly fight forward, but Brock's ready for it. Fast into Hookah and slide. Unaware, maybe. But I mean, looking back to that, an absolutely heroic play from Art. I mean, how has he gotten 4 there? How, with a ghost? I mean, he just tapped them all, I guess. They just all ran into him. Absolutely insane stuff from Art. I mean, he was a solid player for Koopa Troopers, but, you know, if he can keep shooting like that, I'm sure Koopa Troopers have a fighting chance. They definitely have the firepower. And I guess, yeah, you have to look to the players like Art, like Brock,
Stay focused.
more aggressive players, and see what they have to do. This time it's just going to be an eco round. This is the first pistol that we've seen lost for Peace and Love, but still more than happy enough to force up after getting that bomb down. And, well, they've got SMGs, and we've seen them make wonderful things happen with them. August through the smoke, though, taking down Water. Some dishonest Valorant going on here. It seems to happen every time I cast that someone's getting taken down from a smoke. Now we're all left wondering what's going to happen in this 4v3. The retake all coming out from halls. All 3 defenders now coming out of the choke point. August, well, it's the only one left. Gets taken down.
Go, go, go.
It's going to be an eco round conversion. The force up. All good from Peace and Love. They will bring it back to 1-1. Excellent stuff from Doctor and the team. All of them finding their mark, and well, honestly, no surprises to me. I wasn't really paying attention to the economy that much, but with a team like this, when you're running, sliding, satcheling in, yeah, of course they're going to force up on their eco round if they lose the pistol. It pays out in dividends for them. So now they have quite a healthy buy going into this. 3 bulldogs and 2 rifles up against sheriffs. I mean, Koopa Troopers, they've been hitting some shots themselves, and we might have a tech pause here. The timer has been stopped. Might be a fast one then. Okay, we're going back into things. And we're back. Okay, yes. Okay, just scared me for a second. You know, I'm not the ref, I'm just the production and the caster, so whenever the match timer stops, I always get a little bit scared. All good though. Getting right back into things is... It's actually a slow push down here. Gonna be contacting all the way out of showers. It's just Doctor here. He's gonna be finding quite a few here if they choose to push forward. And off that first kill, the immediate reaction is, let's go for more. Let's peek forward. I'm Neon. I'm the best. I can do it. And I mean, he has proven that he can, and well, Slide apparently can't as he loses to the Sheriff. Art here to support, gets one of his own. Now the Thrash immediately popped around the corner, going through U-Haul, and that will connect. All detained on the site. It's just the one, and the knife comes out. The disrespect from Art. And like I said, don't doubt this guy. He's already proven that he can hit these shots. And they bring in Sheriffs, and they come out with a thrifty round. Koopa Troopers not happy about dropping the round after winning the pistol. They come back with a thrifty, and well, now somehow in an odd way, we've found ourselves in a position where the team that won pistol is in a better economic position, as they should be, and the other team's on a save. So definitely an interesting way of events.
Let's do what we do.
But here we are. And we'll just keep on saying things how it is. Another early push down here, claiming some space. The Prowler does miss, so Slide is immediately going to claim this space. In August, maybe caught a little bit off guard by that. No kills going across, though. 3 players up in showers are going to be taking the space, and, well, they've gotten it. Prowler will reveal them, but none left now, and, well, the Trailblazer just clearing a little bit ahead. Some interesting movement there as well. Doctor, he's finding his way onto the side, popping the overdrive. We've seen him go crazy on map 1. What can he do this time? It's not the best buy going into this, but Doctor, well, this is an eco round killing ultimate here. But it's just going to expire. He's not found any, and well, Koopa Troopers they're just not giving him the fights. So that overdrive will expire back down to the Stinger, and I mean, we've seen him do some pretty crazy stuff with that as well. So the call is just to pause here and really not show anything, so maybe the question marks are going to start coming up in Koopa Trooper's head. They're not moving just yet. Well, they've kind of got Peace and Love red here, just holding this push out into CT. Doctor eventually thinking otherwise, though, just grabs a Vandal and falls back to with his team. This is a 3v3 showstopper available. See if they choose to invest this. They seem to have no problem investing the ults. They had the Thrash invested last round on the eco, so wouldn't be surprised if we see Brock coming out with that. Oh, sorry, that's not Brock, actually. It's Slide. Slide's the one with the showstopper. I got my sides mixed up. Actually, Koopa Troopers. Well, they're letting the time run down quite a lot. Here's the showstopper, though, as Water finds the first. Traded by Brocky. Slide. Well, just the threat of that showstopper enough to send the defenders running, and it's a thrifty in return. That's 3 in a row now. These low buys proven to be quite difficult for both teams. Apparently not too difficult to win, but difficult to hold. And well, this is definitely an interesting turn of events. This is of course, Peace and Love's map pick, so... I mean, clearly they've picked a comp that's ready for Chaos, but... You know, they were the champions of that Chaos on Split, taking it 13-6. Whereas here on Bind, well, there's a bit more of a fight. Will on Strike invested at Octagon, and it's going to be a fast hit here. Water popping the ultimate, slide satcheling in behind him. All of the B site under the grasps of Peace and Love. And Water will eventually fall, but Slide fills the space behind him. It's just a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day, and now the retake should be coming in from two sides here. Brock here with the Sheriff. They do only have that lower buy. And for once it seems that the guns are winning out, but as I say that, Noya has found one. It's all down to August now. This would be a 1v3. Tapping onto the spike, and the relay bolts out, and he just sits in it. Doesn't move out of it, gets stunned up, and Water takes him down. And for once, a sense of normality as Peace and Love finally get a gun round out. And now, somehow, at round 6, this will be the first time where we are seeing everyone in the lobby with guns. Somehow, it's taken this long to get one gun round. That's insane. No, just the one ultimate available. It's just going to be Noah on the Brimstone, having that orbital strike. Well, Doctor is going to be running up. Peace and Love, they're running into a stack here. 4 players. It's just the Brimstone on the other side of the map, and everyone else sitting on site, ready to fight. See if they choose to commit to this. There is the teleport available, and well, Water's going and claiming that space in showers, and yeah, here's the call to come through. Let's go A. They have made the right call, but the defense, they can rotate just as fast. You can see maybe a few questions here, choosing to sit and wait for just a little bit. Good molly to hold them back is now, well, the call's to go. 3 smokes down, and Noya has found one straight through onto Water. Unlucky for him as Brock's found one of his own, and well, suddenly it's all down to Doctor. The ultimate's getting the kills, and well, Doctor's gonna have to fight here in a 1v5. Won't find any as Koopa Troopers really putting up a fight here. Not happy about losing their map pick of Split. And they're gonna want to bring this to a 3rd map and potentially steal one straight back from Peace and Love.
Alright, homies, chill. We'll go again. Damn,
This is a much different story to Split. In Split, they were down like 6 or 7 to 1. Eventually ended the half at 8-4, but here on Bind, they're going tit for tat here. 3-3. Tied now that we're halfway through the first half, so I guess a quarter of the way through the map, assuming it goes to overtime. I would love to see that, honestly. I haven't cast an overtime in a long while. Anyways, Viper's Pit here on short. Spamming straight through, and, well, Peace and Love. Kinda happy to just shoot directly into it. No players fallen just yet. Now carrying forward some of these lower weapons from last round, seeing a Bulldog and a Sheriff. It's potentially playing bonus here. Or actually, no, they're being forced. They lost the round. Gosh. My memory escapes me sometimes. Now they're just contacting forward into the pit. An unlikely move as Brocky takes down 2, eventually traded by Lazy. Just with the Sheriff here. Now we look at the rest of the defense. Koopa Troopers, 3 players walking out here. Brock has fallen on the site, so the 3v3, and well, all the retakers are coming from behind. We'll see if Peace and Love are ready for this. Only one of their 3 duelists left, but plenty of utility still across the board as Lazy's potentially going to be the first to take contact here. Molly does miss, so oh, he's going to hear all of them. He's going to peek out, but August is ready for it. Nightfall holding the attackers back, and the Molly's gotten one. The C's keeping him inside, and well, for the first time in the series, Koopa Troopers have taken a lead. 4-3 now. Converting the round. I don't know how on earth the Mosh Pit got a kill. Now looking at the economy, you gotta be wondering what Peace and Love have been doing. I mean, they didn't have full rifles out last round. having a little bit of an odd buy, and going into this round, odd again, right? You can see Doctor, he's got a Stinger and Heavy Shields buying all the way down. Same with Slide, potentially. Maybe he's thinking otherwise. So I imagine Doctor's going to be happy to just keep buying that Stinger. He's the Neon after all, and he's all good to run in. It's like Water here, taking fast contact, clearing out all of Showers with just his body. Collects the orb, one away from the run it back. Imagine they'll be wanting to take full advantage of that on the Phoenix. On the other side of the map, though, Slide has gotten all of the space on long without any congestion. It is just the Viper here, so you could potentially call that and say, no one's really done anything to stop me. But the call is actually going to be, let's go A. But eventually, yeah, just the sheer amount of defenders here on the site, holding them back. Lazy's managed to find one, though, breaking through. Playing in his own smokes, making his way into backside. Art might have spotted him for just a moment. Takes down one more. August will eventually take him down, but, well, Slide all the way on B site. Has found the rotating Brocky. The fake's fully been sold here. Wasn't at first, but if anything, the stack almost working against Koopa Troopers. Slide is ready to fight, waiting for Water to join him, and look at these players all postured up and ready to take these fights straight to Koopa Troopers, and they swing around the corner with Slide. Takes out the first, traded by August. We'll see if Water has anything to do with it. Oh, no. It's going to be Doctor sliding in with the Sting and taking the kill. Well played round from Peace and Love. Just really walking forward on the extremities and long and shower and taking whatever space that Koopa Troopers are willing to give them. I thought at first that, you know, Peace and Love were just ready to fight directly into that stack of players, but I guess just enough utility was thrown straight back at them that they felt that, well, let's go all the way to B. Slide did have the call at the end of the day. Ended up catching the rotate as well. So now we go in once again, and it's just this Viper here. They have a judge, though. So if they choose to push into this, sure, Brocky would be very happy. The flashpoint, though, will hold him back, and he's being spotted. He just has the judge, and the spam will eventually take him down. And that's going to be the go button called as, well, some TPs have been taken, and they know Neuer is there. Spam through the door. Takes him down low, and, well, no escape for Neuer either. So they're just going to hold him for now, make sure that he does not get back into this round, essentially leaving... just, yeah, leaving him in there. Letting him stew. Opens the door. Does find Slide. Okay, that's a kill you don't expect to see. August potentially just waiting for him to get out of that teleporter.
Last player standing.
Does eventually get taken down, though, and, well... Doctor should know that Neuer is creeping around somewhere. I think Neuer maybe knows that the time has gotten a little bit too low, and, well, what a stun. Doctor smelling him close by. Lights him up and takes him down. 5-4 here, Peace and Love. Taking it back from Koopa Troopers. Their pace choosing to be pretty good here. All happy to speed it up once again. So, potentially looking to take this to an 8-4 once again. I mean, it's possible, but I feel like it might be a little bit unlikely as Koopa Troopers, well, they've been good for it. They are down to an eco round, though, as 3 Sheriffs, a Guardian, and a Vandal. Not the best weaponry. It's going to be fast into B here. Showstopper popped, and Slide looking for blood. Looking for the player to find, and, well, he does. Takes down Brocky, but, well, it is just a 1-for-1, and with just the Sheriff, that's, you know, a pretty good result, especially against a Ray's ultimate. Water here, though, does have the run it back, and it's either going to be looking to push forward or just wait for the post plant here. Yeah, playing with a little bit of restraint here, and maybe looking to fight this flank, which should be revealed in just a moment. And here goes Water, popping the run it back and looking to chase down Art. He's been pushed all the way back through Fountain. Doctor by his side, making sure that they can secure it, but, you know, Art playing spoiler, really making sure that it doesn't get found. Given time for the defenders to come out onto site. It's August. He's found 2. It's all down to August and Art now, and, well, the time's ticking, and they just had Sheriffs. Not 1 HP. Oh, that's a rough one. How did he escape with 1 HP? I don't know. That's, yeah, well, a round for peace and love, and bit of an odd one. Fights kind of going on all over the A side of the map, or B side, should I say. And I mean, I think well played from Art to just really not give that kill away and make sure that the players of Peace and Love were occupied. But at the end of the day, it's just the weaponry difference there. Sheriff's not quite enough to take the round in the favor of Koopa Troopers. Well, Peace and Love, they've guaranteed a 6-6 half now. Going to be at least even in this round. They're going straight in, straight through their own smokes. Going to be fighting into backside. Doctor and Water. Water's found the first. Doctor's found one of his own, but August takes 2 right back. Really good stuff from the Fade is now the ultimate. He's going to be finding a third slide, satchel into heaven, and able to take him down, and August finds a 4th. On for the ace now, as Issa, well, won't give it to him, takes him down, and now in a 1v2. It's all down to Issa. The spike is being stuck. Spam connects, but Art swings out and trades. Almost snuck in under his nose. Issa eventually connects with the spam, but, you know, Art has been extremely good this series. On the Gecko, himself and August, the 2 initiators of Koopa Troopers, really putting up numbers here against Peace and Love, and, well, they're bringing it closer, clawing it back to a potential 6-6 half. Not the greatest buy going into this, but, you know, it's serviceable. Still have a Guardian and a Bulldog and deal some damage, and they're up against 5 rifles, but, I mean, with the amount of ecos we've seen in this map, wouldn't be surprised. It could still go either way. This round Doctor is going to go fast. He has the overdrive available, and as I say that, here he goes. Popping out of Hookah and, well, stunned up. I don't know if that was by himself, but it's taken down by Art. 1 for 1, and, well, the spike's going all the way over to the A site. Water flashing out of the smoke. August not cleared, but Water going into backside. This one does connect. Finds one onto a 3rd on the round. A crispy shot, and now the run it back, looking to get a 7th. It's all down to Art, and he's being run down, chased like a dog. And her slide, this time, the satchel up into heaven, will provide a kill. And 7-5 at the half. Koopa Troopers having a slightly better defense on bind. Now Peace and Love, they had some problems on split on their defense. We'll see if they can bring the fight to Koopa Troopers. I mean, if we're going to be talking about Peace and Love here, I mean, Doctor's down at the bottom of the scoreboard. We didn't see him their last game. It's consistently up at the top. Fortunately, Reslide and Water are able to pick up the slack where, you know, Doctor is... Well, I mean, to be fair, he's playing Neon and Bind. It's an unconventional pick. Unconventional comp in general with 3 duelists. Going against all the armchair analysts saying that won't work. We'll see if they can as... Well, they've gotten the first... Well, no, never mind. It's Koopa Troopers, not Peace and Love. Lazy just a little bit too aggressive there, peeking out on his own. Met by 3 players of the Koopa Troopers, and... Well, there is a massive flank here, and Rocky gets taken down, and... If you look at this, similar to the pistol round in the first half, big flank here is Issa's found Art. Suddenly this retake is very doable. 2v4 now. The bomb has gone down, but the kills go the way of Peace and Love. Fast reaction to push out and flank, and well, it comes out with a round win. Peace and Love proving to be pretty dominant in the pistol rounds. Only losing the first one. And even then, there's a little bit of an asterisk on that, because even though they lost, they immediately won the second round in a Thrifty, which they then lost to another Thrifty, and then won another Thrifty. I think that's how it went. It's pretty crazy. The start of this map feels like a lifetime ago. Looking at the scoreboard, well, everyone's forcing up. Koopa Troopers taking a page out of Peace and Love's book, and buying some stingers of their own. They're going to be going directly into them as, well, Doctor and Water maybe not investing the utility, not hearing anyone, deciding that, let's just walk forward. And they're going to be going straight into Brocky. Do they clear the corner? They do. And now the gas pedal, it's going to be pressed. They're going to be going straight forward, corralling the attackers. Art's found one in Hookah, though. Not Hookah, U-Haul.
Running low.
It's all down to Issa on site with the Spectre. Does find one, and well, two on the flank. They have been picked up, so this could still go either way. The bomb is down, and Issa is going to be the sole protector of it as Doctor in the flank. They should know he's there, but they seem to have forgotten.
That was the
Maybe didn't
best.
hear the neons running around. And Doctor with the Stinger will end up taking the
I'm
round
outta here.
in favor of peace and love. To be fair, it was their round to take, right? They did win the pistol round, so they had the economy to buy up, and, well, looking at Koopa Troopers, the force of their own, leaving them only able to afford sheriffs. They did manage to make that work in the first few rounds on their defense.
Go, go, go.
They're up against a little bit more here. Now the duo of Doctor and Water reclaiming this orb.
Gotta go.
Immediately popping the run back, and they're going straight through. Yeah, and Water should see this. The first found, a second, the spray transfer, peeking around the corner and finding a third. Water finding a ton of value off of the ultimate, and, well, he's straight back onto the B site where, well, it's actually Brock waiting. Bit of a cheeky play there,
Enemy remaining.
but all good. Issa and Doctor shut it down. A great play from Water to find 3, and his teammates bail him out when he forgets that, well, someone could have walked up. Could have been quite the clip, though. Imagine if he had gotten that one. Hits 3 with the ult, goes right back to where he started on the other side of the map, and then potentially would have picked up a 4th. And you're on for the ace, and, well, off to the races from that point. Not to be, though. I'm sure he'll be happy enough with 3. Topping the scoreboard 16-10 here. Water's been, you know, carrying over his performance, and we're seeing Doctor start to warm up a little bit as well. See what Peace and Love can do with this. That was a bonus round conversion, so good stuff from them, of course. Was just against the sheriffs, and, well, now the guns are out. August fighting forward. August has been doing pretty crazy stuff here for Koopa Troopers. Might need himself and the rest of the team to start stepping it up just a little bit more if they want to claw this one back. They play a much slower pace than Peace and Love. Slowly walking forward. Well, Lazy's been spotted with the Outlaw.
There.
I do wonder if any of them have that light shields. August definitely doesn't. He's going to be the one sneaking forward. There's 3 players here, and, well, Issa's going to spam him down a little bit. Peace and Love don't want them coming anywhere near the site. The Koopa Troopers not budging in the slightest. Might be all up, and here's the entries. Oh, Brock flies in. Slide will take down Brocky with the paint shells of all things. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird slow crawl onto site. The bomb will eventually go down, or Slide and U-Haul takes one down. The Judge, and now he's got a Vandal. Eventually traded by Neuer, but these defenders, they're really close by. It really was there the whole time. It's all down to Art. Bit of a weird take of the site, a slow walk forward, and Art, well, he's gotten one, but Doctor and Water, these two have been playing off each other in an incredible manner here.
My ult's ready.
Flashes, the walls, the slides.
I'm out of here.
It all seems to find its place, and when one misses, another hits, and they're all there fighting together.
Gotta go.
So Peace and Love pull ahead here. Taking it back to a scoreline that looks a little bit more similar to what it did on Split. Koopa Troopers maybe losing their steam a little bit. Struggling for answers here on the attack. Have not won a single round yet. They do have guns though. Light Shield's able to carry them forward into this, but if they lose, well, they're definitely going to be down to ecos, and then it will be match point. So this is a must-win round is Water and Doctor. They've pushed all the way out into Fountain. They should hear that there are players going into Hookah here in the Gecko Dizzy, and Well, Brock's definitely aware that this is a possibility, and Art swinging forward. Takes down Water. Are they aware that Doctor was here with him, though? Reloading out in the open, they're not aware. Doctor takes down 2. The TP as well to give him support. Issa's found 2 on the other side of the map. It's all down to August, and like I said, this was a must-win round, so this has gone terribly wrong for them. And she spotted out, and Issa, 3 on the round, clean on the site, holding it down on his own. Doctor doing incredible stuff as well. On to match point, and well, they don't have the money to get full rifles, but they're going to be putting everything they have into this. And they have to, if they want any chance of this. Gotta spend it all. Choosing to go for the glass cannon buy here. 3 rifles and no shields. Favoring the rifles and their aim over being able to get the shields. Brock eventually swapping over to a Spectre. So once again, Brock and Water and Doctor here. This time won't win the fight. Noya takes them down. Satchelin forward. Doctor not checked, and Brock will fall. The orbital strike will push Doctor back. Any other carrier, and well, they might have fallen to that, but Neon movement allows him to get out, and oh, Issa maybe a little bit overeager there. Jumping forward into Uka. Reslide, how has Reslide gotten 2? Suddenly it's all down to 1. And August won't find it.
Defenders win.
Peace and love are your winners today. 13-5 on bind after winning split 13-6. I thought Koopa Troopers might have had a bit more of a fighting chance there after that first half, but well, Peace and Love just really not slowing down at all, and well, they take their defensive half all the way from 7 to 13. They will take the series 2-0. Fairly fast fashion there. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. I've been Atlas, and well, I'll see you guys around potentially tomorrow for more games in Valorant Challenges Oceania. I'm sure we'll see more of Peace and Love's crazy playstyle up in the upper bracket as they move forward. And well, Koopa Troopers, they're going to be fighting for survival in the lowers. We'll see what the games are tomorrow, though I'm sure there's probably a few more still being played out as we speak. But as we wait for that, I will see you guys all soon.